Welcome to Storm Lake, folks, here in the Panther Pit at Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. I'm Neil Cruz. Got Simon Fuller on the video tonight. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's basketball. Southeast Valley took the trek from Gowrie tonight to come up for Twin Lakes Conference action between Southeast Valley and your hometown Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. Like I say, here in the Panther Pit, I'm Neil Cruz. Girls game on tilt first tonight. We'll run down some starting lineups. First, for the Southeast Valley Jaguars, they come in. Now, Simon had me all messed up. I had to move my papers. Southeast Valley comes in 2-4 on the season. They will start tonight. Number 1, Haley Steck, a junior guard. Number 3, Madison Lane, a senior guard. Number 4, Kenna Scott, a junior guard. A junior forward, number 10, Alex Kitchen. And number 12, a junior forward, Breck Mills. And for your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers will start like this. A senior, number 10, Natalie Green. A senior, number 23, Sydney Hurd. A sophomore, number 12, Avery Smith. A freshman, number 4, Neely Bacon. And a freshman, number 30, Isabel Landgraf. That is your starting lineups for tonight's game. Storm Lake St. Mary's in the Panther Pit hosting Southeast Valley. They're about ready to do starting lineups here, so we'll step aside. We'll grab a commercial from our awesome sponsors, and we will be back with the end of your Buena Vista Regional Medical Center pregame show, and then Storm Lake St. Mary's basketball. We'll step aside for a minute.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks, here at Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers basketball. Twin Lakes Conference action tonight. Southeast Valley Jaguars made the trek up from Gowrie tonight for the girls' game on tilt first. We went over the starting lineups for the Panthers. On the floor will be Natalie Green, Sydney Hurd, Avery Smith, and a couple freshmen, Neely Bacon and Isabella Landgraf. For the Jaguars, we will start Hallie Steck, Madison Lane, Kenna Scott, Alex Kitchen, and Breck Mills. Looking over Southeast Valley starting lineup, they start 4 juniors and a senior. The Panthers will start 2 seniors, a sophomore and 2 freshmen. The freshmen, you got Neely Bacon. I recognize that last name. I did Storm Lake St. Mary's last year. The fun team to follow last year. Neely, the younger sister of Ella Bacon, who's now, I think I saw her here tonight, home on break from the University of Iowa. Sydney Hurd will jump against, I believe that is Breck Mills, number 12. And we are underway, 8 minutes on the clock. Panthers control the tip down low to number 30, Landgraf off the mark. Rebound down to Green. Landgraf puts up another one off the mark again. Rebound down to Breck Mills. The Jaguars going to run with it. She comes down the right side, stops. Back up top, poked away by Neely Bacon, and she's going to pick up the steal. Waits for help to get down. Top of the key, Sydney Hurd. She gives it back to Bacon to set it up. Hurd at the free throw line. Looking for a cutter, no go, and she's going to take it herself. Patented move, and she misses on the layup off the front of the rim. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Pass it around the outside, the perimeter. Fast moving, good passes. Going to get called for a travel there. Shuffled them a little bit too much. And the Stripes caught it. 7:10 left on the clock, no score. St. Mary's with the ball. Bacon will inbounds to Avery Smith, and she gets it back to Neely Bacon. Top of the key. Offense set up over left side to Natalie Green. Hurd back and forth at the free throw line. Cross court to Bacon. Going to dribble right baseline. Kick it back up top. Avery Smith just out of the reach of her hand. She kind of almost dove for it there right in front of the Southeast Jaguar bench. And it's going to be a turnover to the Jaguars. Inbounds to the Jaguars. Kenna Scott with it. Left side. Guarded by Smith. Going to drive all the way around. Nice pass in the lane to Breck Mills, and she puts it up for 2 to get on the board to start it for the night. 2-0 Jaguars. That was a nice dribble drive by the Jaguars, and then nice pass to Breck Mills, 6-foot junior. Now they get it into Sydney Hurd, and she's going to be fouled as soon as she got the ball. Foul's going to be on number 10, Alex Kitchen. Will pick up her first. First foul called in the game. Natalie Green will inbounds it for the Panthers. Neely Bacon at midcourt. Now back to Green, right side. She's going to dribble in. 10-foot jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Breck Mills of the Jaguars, and she's going to run with it out to Kenna Scott. Right side, she pulls it back. Now she's going to go in more. Nice little move in the lane. Gets it up. Going to be a foul called. Headed into Kitchen, and she put it up and got fouled. I believe they're going to get Sydney Hurd. Nope, number 30. So Isabella Landgraf will pick up her first of the night, and Alex Kitchen will go to the free throw line for a couple free throws. 4 dribbles. Nothing but net on that one to make the score 3-0 in favor of the Jaguars. 6:15 left first quarter here in the Panther Pit. Second free throw misses everything. Blow of the whistle by the ref. It has to hit the net or the rim, or it's a dead ball. So Panther basketball, Natalie Green with it over the half court. Right side to Bacon, bounce pass into Hurd, but it's off the foot of the Jaguar. I believe Kenna Scott out of bounds. It'll be Panther basketball. Bacon will inbounds it on the right baseline. She sets up the play into Green. Right back to Bacon on the... Puts it up for a layup and misses, but she's going to get fouled. Kenna Scott will pick up her first. And Bacon will go to the line for a couple free throws. Neely Bacon, the freshman, along with Isabella Landgraf starting, 2 freshmen. First free throw's up, back of the rim, no good. .6:02 left first quarter here in the Panther Pit. 3-0 the lead for the visiting Southeast Valley Jaguars. Second one's off the mark. Sydney Hurd with the rebound. Dishes it out to Landgraf, back to Bacon. Now bounce pass into Hurd, but it's stolen away by Kitchen as she totally took out Sydney Hurd to the ground. Nothing called, but the Panthers come up with the steal. Back into Hurd, goes up hard, Over the top of Mills, no good. Rebound down to Kitchen. She gets it out to Brick Mills, and she's going to run with it. Down into the lane, off of Hurd, no good. Now we got a couple on the floor, going to be a jump ball called. Sydney Hurd and Alex Kitchen help each other up. Jump ball, we're going to be Jaguar basketball. It'll stay on the Southeast Valley end. Southeast Valley on my left, shooting on my left, east side of the gym. Referees now all three getting together at the free throw line. Jaguars are lined up to get the ball in the game. I don't know what they're doing here. Thumbs up from the referee, we're good. Southeast Valley to inbounds it, and the girl inbouncing, she thought Kenna Scott was going to zig, but she zagged, and she threw it out of bounds. That was number 3, Madison Lane, the senior. So it'll turn over to the Panthers. Neely Bacon with it. Crosses the timeline. 5:25 left first quarter. Still 3-0 Jaguars. Panthers looking to get on the board. Natalie Green, top of the key. Sydney Hurd's going to have her work cut out for her tonight. Brooke Mills is about a 6-footer junior, playing hard defense. You got Alex Kitchen doubling down on her quite a bit too. Hurd's going to have her work cut out for her all season. Now she gets it on the block. Nice move. Sydney Hurd puts it up for 2 to get on the board for the Panthers. 3-2. That was a really nice dribble drive by Sydney Hurd, up and under on the left block to put it up for 2. Jaguars now. Kitchen. Now Brick Mills, top of the key. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound comes down to number 1, Hallie Steck. Now to Kenna Scott. Dribbles in. Passes off to Kitchen. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound down. Brought down by Lansgraf. By the Panthers. And she's going to run with it. She stops. Pulls that pivot foot just a little bit. The body stopped, but the feet didn't. She just couldn't get her body to stop as she wanted to. So turn over to the Jaguars. Kenna Scott with it. Left side now dribbles to the top of the key. Right side. Now the free throw line to Alex Kitchen. Cross court to Kenna Scott. She dribbles in the lane. Has it tipped away and out of bounds. It's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Substitution in number 15, Jordan Raleigh, for the Jaguars. 3-2 in favor of Southeast Valley. 4:14 left. Kenna Scott with a 3-pointer. Rim no good. Rebound down to Lansgraf. Now stolen away by Scott and puts it up for a layup. Puts it in for 2. Kenna Scott paying attention on defense. Landgraf not looking where she's going to pass the ball. And Scott jumped in front of it and cut that to the basket. 5-2 in favor of the Jaguars. Bounce pass in the lane, stolen away by the Jaguars. Raleigh just in the game. Now Natalie Green takes it back. Sydney Hurd, nice move on the left block, puts it up, no good. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Kenna Scott's going to run with it. Into the lane, puts it up. Blocked by Sydney Hurd, but they're going to call a foul. Let's see who they get. They get Hurd with the block, or they got somebody else on the body, and they are going to pick Sydney for her first foul of the game. Second team foul. Kenna Scott will go to the free throw line for a couple to add to their 5-2 lead. First one's off the front of the rim, back of the rim, and in. 30-second timeout called by the Panthers on the floor. We'll step aside for 30. Be right back with more Panther basketball.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 6-2 the score in favor of Southeast Valley Jaguars over the Panthers of St. Mary's. Kenna Scott with one more free throw to come, coming out of a 30-second timeout called by head coach Nick Landgraf. Kenna Scott with her second free throw going to try to add to their 6-2 lead, and she does. Nothing but net. 7-2, Panthers with the basketball. Neely Bacon, the freshman, cross half court. Offense set up, left side, Natalie Green, always looking down to Sydney. There it is, Sydney on the left block. One dribble in the lane, turn around. No good, but she's going to get the foul. Foul's going to be called on number 21, Julia Eastman, with her first foul just into the game. Sydney, couple free throws. First one's up, front of the rim, no good. 7-2 the score. 3:24 left first quarter. Second one up by Sid. No, that one I almost spoke too soon. Back of the rim, front of the rim, and then rolled in. 7-3. Kenna Scott with it up court for the Jaguars. Now in the lane, back out to Scott. Left side, Brick Mills, three-pointer, no good. Rebound down on the floor. Got about 3 bodies on the floor. A couple more on the way down. Jump ball called. It's going to be Panther basketball. Natalie Green will inbounds to number 4, Neely Bacon. Southeast in Valley in a man-to-man defense. Ball's down to Sid Hurd on the right baseline. Throws it away. Taken away by Kenna Scott. She was doubled there, but they still tried to get it to her. Julia Eastman. Kenna Scott loses a hand of it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover to the Panthers. Substitution. Alex Kitchen back in the game. Brick Mills will take a seat. I don't know if Simon noticed it, but this Brick Mills that sits down to me resembles Pingle. Cassidy Pingle. Just the way she plays, the way she looks. She's tall, slender. Natalie Green up with the shot, and she's going to get fouled. I believe they're going to get number 15, Jordan Raleigh. Nope, number 3, Madison Lane will pick up number 1. Natalie Green with a couple free throws. First one's up and nothing but net. Natalie, a senior that got a little bit of playing time last year. She was the first one off the bench. As you know, St. Mary's, they graduated quite a few seniors last year, made that run to the sub-state finals last year and got knocked off by Marcus. Second one good for Natalie. Natalie played quite a bit down there at the end of the season. She was the first one off the bench, steps into that starting role this year, comes in averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds a game. Hit 2 free throws there to bring it to 7-5. Pass in the lane to Kitchen, knocked away. Almost stolen away by the Panthers, but we're going to have a foul called. White, number 1-2, Avery Smith will pick up her first foul, team third on the Panthers, and the Jaguars will inbounds with 2:21 left first quarter here in Storm Lake St. Mary's High School, known as the Panther Pit. Big mural on the wall right across from us. Welcome to the Panther Pit with a Panther face, big blue eyes staring at you. Down low, pass down low to Alex Kitchen, but it's tipped away by Natalie Green, and it's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Kenna Scott, number 4, will inbounds it. Panther coach Nick Landgraf pointing at his defense where to go. Ready, be ready. Inside, Kitchen down low to Kenna Scott. She brings it back out, guarded by Avery Smith. She dribbles in, free throw line. Just going to say she got away with a travel, but the ref read my mind, and it's going to be a turnover to the Panthers. Is it just me, Simon, or do these referees look younger and younger and younger? This young man about to get, Simon says he's getting older. That's why they look younger. This referee to inbounds it here, I mean, honest to God, he looks like he's 20 years old. And that is awesome, by the way, because we need referees, and we need these college kids and these young guys to get into this because the older generation is getting out. We got a foul call, jump ball called underneath the Panther basket off a missed basket by Natalie Green, and then a scuffle for the rebound. Jump ball will go to the Jaguars. Just under the 2-minute mark here, first quarter. St. Mary's High School, Jaguars basketball, Southeast Valley, up 7-5. Kenna Scott with it, double team, gets it out. Shot put up, no good. Rebound down to Alex Kitchen, and she puts up the putback to knock it in for 2, gives herself 3 points on the night. 9-5 the lead for Southeast Valley. Landgraf inside to Hurd, kicks back out to Bacon, three-pointer. No good. Rebound down to Kitchen, and she gets it on the outlet. Down to Brick Mills, cross court to Kenna Scott on the left block. She does a little turnaround. No good. Sid Hurd comes to the ground with the ball. She went down hard. I don't know if it was an elbow that hit the ground. Going to be a 30-second timeout called by the Panthers. We'll step aside for one also. Be back with more Panther basketball. Welcome back. Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Neil Cruz. Simon Fuller on the video tonight, bringing you St. Mary's Panthers basketball. 9-5, the lead for the Southeast Valley Jaguars. They made the trip up from Gowrie, Iowa tonight. Twin Lakes Conference action right before the Christmas break. I was just telling Simon before we went on the air, it feels like it's been like 6 weeks since I've been doing a game. It feels good to be back in a gym, let alone the Panther pit for a game here at St. Mary's. On the right block to Sid Hurd. Nice little move. Puts it up for two. Sid with 5 on the night brings the score 9-7, cuts the lead to 2 for the Jaguars. Just under a minute left in the first quarter. Shot up by the Jaguars, no good. Sid with the rebound. They had to shoot it over her and her, I'm going to say, about 6'2 frame, and then with the wingspan about 7 foot. Natalie Green back out, three-pointer. Oh, I thought she was going to take that. Now down to Sid on the right block. Bounce pass to Landgraf. She dribbles in, kicks it back out. Natalie Green, three-pointer. In and out. Rebound down to Brick Mills. She gets it out to Kenna Scott. 25 seconds left. First quarter. Shot clock is off. Almost taken away. Almost stolen away by Neely Bacon there. Now Brick Mills, top of the key. Back to Brick Mills. 9 seconds. She's going to pop a three-pointer. Front of the rim, back of the rim. No good. Hurd down with the rebound. And she's going to be fouled. Number 1, Hallie Steck will pick up her first. Team 5th. So the Panthers with the basketball. 4.3 seconds left. Length of the floor to go. Natalie Green inbounds. Sid picks it up just over the half-court line. Puts up a 3 at the end of the first quarter. No good. Rebound down to Southeast Valley, and that is the end of the first quarter. 9-7 the score here in the Panther pit. We'll step aside for a commercial. We'll be back with the second quarter action.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Panther basketball. Monday night, December 19th, Christmas week. Simon, you ready for Christmas?
No.
He says no. He's already bought my gift, though, so that's all that counts. Panthers with the ball, 8 minutes on the clock. 9-7 the lead in favor of Southeast Valley. Natalie Green with it, top of the key. Senior gets it over to freshman Neely Bacon, and now the free throw line to Sid Hurd on the left side with 3 on her. Dribbles in underneath. Landgraf loses it. Stolen away by Hallie Steck, and we're going to have a foul called on number 30. Isabella Landgraf will pick up number 2. Team 4th. Kenna Scott will inbounds for the Jaguars. She gets it right back. She'll bring the ball down the floor. Back to Kenna Scott, into Alex Kitchen in the lane. One nice little move. Up and under over Sydney Hurd, but they get her called for the travel. I didn't see the travel on that one. I thought it was just a really good move. I think it surprised Sid how quick the girl was. Turnover to the Panthers. Inside to Sydney Hurd, and Natalie Green had just a little bit too much juice on it. And it's going to be a turnover to the Jaguars. Kenneth Scott will inbounds to Hallie Steck and get it right back. Southeast Valley with 2-4 on the season. St. Mary's 0-4. So both teams are hungry. Sid with the steal in the lane. They're looking for the pass to Alex Kitchen down low, and Sid got that big wingspan out, and she pulled that right out of the air. Natalie Green over to Bacon. Sid on the left baseline. Nice underneath the rim to Natalie Green, but she brings it back out. Tries a cross-court pass, and it's taken away, upset to Kenna Scott, and she's going to fall down in the process. She got a little too far underneath the basket and realized she didn't have a shot. Tried to stop to pass it backwards, and her feet kept going. Turnover to the Panthers. Freshman Neely Bacon with the ball. 6:45 left first half. 9-7 in favor of the Jaguars. Natalie Green with it. Now Landgraf. Bacon, they're trying to get it, and Sid on the left block puts it up and over. No good. She's got that little patented, starts on the block and does a little two dribble into the lane, a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar little mini skyhook. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Jaguars. I think that's probably jump ball number 4 or 5 on the night. 9-7 in favor of the Jaguars. Kenna Scott with it. Hallie Steck. Now back to Scott, top of the key. Nice ball movement inside the lane. Steck with a little jumper floater in the lane. No good. Kitchen puts it back up. She's quick out there. She put that shot up and got her own rebound. Misses on a three-pointer by number Madison Lane. And now to the Panthers. Avery Smith with it. Now Hurd on the left baseline, back out to Green. Alan Neely Bacon with it. Cross court to Natalie Green. Now into Sydney Hurd up on the right block. No good. Put that one up a little hard, and it'll be another jump ball. And it's going to stay Panther basketball. They'll inbounds it on their left side underneath their own basket. Coach Landgraf looks out and sets up the inbounds play. Nice into Hurd underneath the basket. Nobody guarding her, and as soon as she got the ball, she had 3 on her, and she got hammered to the floor. Foul will be called on number 3. Madison Lane will pick up number 2. I think Sydney Hurd probably realized when she was a freshman, being the tall girl on the team, that she's going to be doubled down and tripled down, and especially this year, being the leading scorer on the team, the other teams are going to key on her. So she's, over the years, had to have gotten really tough to put up some of those shots down low with 2 or 3 girls on her. First free throw is off the mark for Sid. Second one on the way. Try to cut the lead to 1, and she does. Second one's nothing but net. 9-8 in favor of the Jaguars. 5.5 left here in the first half. Raleigh with it. Now Lane. Brick Mills, top of the key. Now Kenna Scott. She dribbles in, free throw line, kicks out. Three-pointer by Raleigh, off the mark. Top of the backboard, that's dead ball, going to be Panther basketball. Substitution, Alex Kitchen back in for the Jaguars. Number 3, Madison Lane will have a seat. Lots of alumni in the crowd. Like I said earlier, I saw Ellie Bacon. I see Danica DeMars. A couple of the guys that played last year for Lavens here. Sydney Hurd with a nice bounce pass out to Natalie Green. Inside to number 34, Ashley Cruz, and she gets fouled on the going up. Fouls on number 4. Kenna Scott will pick up number 2 also. So Ashley Cruz will go to the line for a couple free throws. She just checked into the game. First one's up off the front of the rim, no good. Gets a high five from all her teammates. This one can tie the game, 9-9. 5:06 left second quarter. Student section for the Panthers on their feet. Just to our right. Second one's off the rim, no good. Sid with the rebound, puts it up left side and puts it in for the lead. 10-9 Panthers here at just the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Kenna Scott dribbles in the baseline, takes it in. Nice little bounce pass to Alex Kitchen. Gets the bucket and the foul. Bucket's good. Foul's on number 10, Natalie Green. Will pick up her first, team 5th. And Kitchen can get the back end of an old-fashioned three-point play to give her team a 2-point lead. Nothing but net on the free throw. With 6 on the night, Alex Kitchen leading her team to a 12-10 lead here. Just under the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Hurd's going to take it all the way to the rim. Nice move. Sydney Hurd started out top, went to the right side, dribbled through a couple, and put it up for 2. Tie the game 12-12. Kenna Scott in the lane, no good. Gets her own rebound, left side, left-handed, no good. Hurd reaches over the top of everybody and grabs it. Natalie Green pulls it back about half court, gets it to Sydney Hurd. Top of the key, guarded by Alex Kitchen. Natalie Green, three-pointer, good! 3-point lead for the Panthers, 15-12. 4:10 left here in the second quarter. More scoring in the last minute than there was the whole first quarter before that. Shot up by the Jaguars, no good, and it's going to be off the Jaguars, out of bounds. Panther basketball. Natalie Green will inbounds. Neely Bacon with it. Cross half court, sets up the offense. Hurd and Green on the free throw corners. Hurd's going to go right, put it up. No good. Rebound down to Kenna Scott on the right side. She's going to run with it. Down and put a layup up. Put it in for 2. Kenna Scott with her second bucket and a couple free throws is 6. Stolen away but missed by the Jaguars. Sydney Hurd comes down with the rebound. 15-14 in favor of the Panthers. 3:25 left for first half. Natalie Green left side, Avery Smith. Now back up top, Natalie Green. Left side, dribble, kicks back up to Sydney Hurd. The senior's going to take it herself right through the lane, dribbles in, no good. Going to get a foul called as she drove the lane. Foul's going to be on number 12. Breck Mills will pick up her first. Team 8th. She'll get a couple free throws here. That was on the shot, but the Panthers will be in a 1-and-1 the rest of the way. First one's up. Front of the rim, back of the rim, front of the rim, and in. 11 for Sydney Hurd on the night. 16-14 the lead for the Panthers. Back in the game, freshman Isabel Landgraf. Starters on the floor for the Panthers. Second one up by Sid, no good. Rebound down to Breck Mills for the Jaguars. Kenna Scott cross court. Now in the lane to Raleigh. Cross court to Kenna Scott. Stolen away by Neely Bacon. Tried to pull it back to wait for help, but it got stolen away. And we're gonna have a technical foul called on Brick Mills. Neely Bacon had the ball, and Brick Mills, I thought they were going to call a jump ball. And both girls were on the floor, and as soon as he blew the whistle, he walked up to get the ball. And he looked right at Brick Mills, and he threw the technical sign. So I don't know if something was said or if they went down hard. It didn't, I mean, from here it didn't look like anything malicious. So the referee is talking at the desk, at the table. There's going to be a technical foul called. Now the coach of Southeast Valley, Kevin Mills, is up, standing over at the desk or the table trying to talk. Neely Bacon is at the free throw line for 2 shots. A technical foul has been called. Bacon puts her first free throw in. to give the Panthers a 17-14 lead. Talk about pressure for a freshman. Technical shots, nobody else is at the free throw line. And she nails the second one also. 18-14 the lead for the Panthers. And the Panthers will inbounds get the ball also. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds left first half, technical foul called on Southeast Valley's number 12, Breck Mills, a junior. Neely Bacon nails both free throws to give her team a 4-point lead, 18-14, and she will inbounds the ball to Natalie Green for the Panthers. Jaguars in a man-to-man defense. Hurd with it, guarded by Kitchen. Isabella Landgraf now dribbles right side, puts one up, 10-footer, no good. Rebound down to Kitchen. She outlets to Kenna Scott in the lane. She pulls it back. Stolen away by Natalie Green in the lane. She stops, gets it ahead to Bacon. She's going to slow down to wait to help get the help back. Now Green, top of the key. Set up the offense, left side, Sydney Hurd. Now back in the lane to Green, and she goes up, and it's going to be blocked, but the foul's going to be called. Number 3, Madison Lane, will pick up her third. Team 10th. So the Panthers will shoot 2 the rest of the way out the first half here. Green's first one up and good. She's hit all 3 of hers. I don't think any of them even hit the rim. If my memory serves me well, she was quite the free throw shooter last year also. 19-14 in favor of the Panthers. 2:16 left first half. And I jinxed it off the side of the rim. No good. Jaguars with the rebound. Raleigh with it. She a little bit out of control, and she pulled up about the elbow and threw it to a teammate out of bounds. So Panthers with the ball. Number 2, Cameron Lane, a freshman, in for the Jaguars. Neely Bacon with it, top of the key, right side, Sydney Hurd. Inside Natalie Green in the lane at the right block, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Rebound down to Raleigh for the Jaguars. She gets it across half court and pulls it up. She's trapped, gets it out to Kenna Scott. Dribbles right side, nice little pass in the lane to Kitchen. And she's going to be fouled by Natalie Green, who will pick up her second foul, team 6th. On the Panthers, Kitchen will go to the free throw line for a couple free throws. She's made 1 of 3 on the night. Has 6 points for the Jaguars at 1:44 left first half. The junior's first free throw is nothing but net. Cuts the lead to 3 points, 19-6, or did that make it 15? Was it? I think it was 14 before, so it's a 4-point lead. Second one's off the mark. Sid runs down the rebound on the left baseline. No one to pass it to, so she's like, heck, I can do this. I was a point guard. Sid drives right side, spins in the lane, off the backboard, puts it in for 2. 21-15. 13 on the night for Sydney Hurd. Comes in averaging 15 points, 10 rebounds. I think she's probably got that many rebounds already, along to go with 13 points already. Jaguars with it just on the top side of a minute left. Minute 10 left first half. 21-15 Panthers. Kenna Scott with a long three-pointer right side. Puts it in for 3. Quiets down the Panther crowd, who got a little noise going there. Panthers were on quite the run. Now Sid cross court to Avery Smith. Jumper, no good. Isabella Landgraf pulls down the rebound now to Bacon. Now Landgraf back top to Sydney Hurd. Going to take it in the middle of the lane. Stop, free throw line jumper. Front of the rim, and it rolls in. 15 for Sid on the night. 23-18. 30 seconds left first half. Jaguars left side now Raleigh. Now to Lane. Top of the key. Shot clock is at 13. There's about a 2-second difference. Kenna Scott going to drive the lane. They're going to call a block foul on Avery Smith. And that'll be foul number 7 on the team. second on Avery, so the Jaguars, Kenneth Scott, will get a 1-1. Not what Coach Landgraf wanted there at the end of the first half. Was hoping to run that defense out and hold them. Kenneth Scott's first one up, good. Gets a second. 23-19 in favor of the Panthers. 10.2 seconds left. Second one up for Scott, and it's good. Panthers got 10 seconds left. Jaguars come up into a full court pressure. Get it into Neely Bacon, back to Sidney Hurd. Down the court, over the head of Landgraf, out of bounds. Turnover gives the Jaguars 6.5 seconds left. Kenneth Scott lets it bounce, touches it just before half. 5-4. Drives the lane, bounce pass to Kitchen, put it up. Sid puts her hand up, blocks it, and takes it right away from her. No shot. 23-20, the halftime score in favor of St. Mary's here in the Panther Pit. Twin Lakes Conference basketball. 3-point lead for the Panthers at half over the Jaguars. We'll step aside for 1 minute and come back and recap the first half. You're listening to Watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back. Halftime of the girls' game tonight. Twin Lakes Conference action. Storm Lake St. Mary's with a 23-20 lead. They were down 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. So do my quick little math here. 16-11 run in the second quarter. They really turned it on there. About the last 4 or 5 minutes of that second quarter, they really got things going. Sidney Hurd, the senior, got things going on the offensive and defensive end. A couple blocks there at the end of the first half. Run down some scoring. First for the Jaguars of Southeast Valley, led in scoring by Kenneth Scott with 11, Alex Kitchen with 7, and Breck Mills with 2. Foul trouble. Madison Lane for the Jaguars has 3, Kenneth Scott with 2, so nothing other than Lane with 3 there. Nothing really to worry about for the Panthers. Led in scoring by senior Sidney Hurd with 15, senior Natalie Green with 6, and Neely Bacon, the freshman, with 2 points. Really no foul trouble. Bacon has 2, Avery Smith has 2, and Natalie Green has 2. So that's your scoring here. First half, 23-20, the lead for Storm Lake St. Mary's. The boys' game to come after this. On this Christmas week, I didn't look at their schedule. Probably their last game before Christmas, before the teams all take a Christmas break. And then once me and Simon were just talking before the game, I do a lot of Cherokee games on KCHE also, and we were talking about not having a game for a while, and we were just saying that just jam-packs January and the first couple weeks of February. Everything be 4 nights a week, probably going for the basketball teams in Iowa. So we got about 7 minutes left on the clock in halftime. We got the pep band playing on the stage. The Panther Pit's rocking here. 23-20 lead for the Panthers. We'll step aside for a couple commercials, and we'll come back, and then we'll bring you second half action here in the Panther Pit. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Second half action of the girls' game just about underway. We got about 25 seconds left before the start of the second half. Rundown, like I say, 23-20 in favor of the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. They were down 9-7 at the start of the first quarter. Really took control there about midway through the second quarter. Got senior Sydney Hurd going, and they kind of started going their way. A technical foul called on the Jaguars end kind of turned the tides there. Neely Bacon hit a couple big free throws to get things going. Sydney Hurd leading with 15, Natalie Green with 6, and Neely Bacon with 2. On the Jaguars side, Kenna Scott with 11, Alex Kitchen with 7, and Breck Mills with 2. 8 minutes on the clock. It will be Panther basketball to start the second half. 23-20 the score. Freshman Neely Bacon. Starters on the floor, Neely Bacon, Sydney Hurd, Isabel Landgraf, Avery Smith, and Natalie Green on the floor for the Panthers. Sydney Hurd will run the point guard position. She'll pass it off to Natalie Green. Now back to Hurd on the left block. Patented turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound out of bounds. I'm going to go old school. I like to tell stories when I see the Sydney Hurd, the 6'2" center bringing the ball down the court. If you're an Iowa State fan, you remember the name Spike Meyer. Lauren Meyer played in the late 80s, early 90s. Was about 6'11". My high school played against him in high school, and he would bring the ball down the floor, pass it to the short guy, go set up down low, and they'd pass it to him, and he'd score a basket. And every time he brought the ball down the floor, and it was odd seeing a 7-footer do that. 23-24 the Panthers. Hurd with the ball again, top of the key, set up the offense. The offense is going to go through Sydney Hurd. She passes it off to Neely Bacon. Now a nice little bounce pass into Hurd on the right side. Jump shot off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Kitchen. And off to Kenna Scott. She crosses half court, picked up by Avery Smith. Man-to-man for the Panthers. Hurd kind of roams in that middle. Looks like maybe they're in a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone. Hurd just kind of stands in that lane and roams back and forth with that big wingspan. Now down to Breck Mills, and it's going to throw over her head. She tried to reach for it. Kitchen just had a little bit too much on it. Out of bounds. It's going to be Panther basketball. Natalie Green will run the point. She's picked up by Kenna Scott, top of the key, left side to Bacon. Now it's kicked. She tried to get a little bounce pass into Hurd, and it was kicked by number 2, Cameron Lane. That's number 3, Madison Lane. I'm going to make an assumption that the Lane girls are sisters, a junior or senior freshman. Hurd with a nice little backdoor. Oh. Hurd got the ball in the left elbow, and Neely Bacon cut to the basket, and Sid had a nice little behind her, kind of a no-look bounce pass, and it just out of Neely Bacon's reach. Nice look, though. Turnover to the Jaguars, and they throw it up top. Throw it out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Panther basketball. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Panther basketball here from the Panther Pit tonight. Snowy Monday night, the week of Christmas. What more do you want? High school basketball action leading up to Christmas week. Teams will get a week and a half off until January comes, and like we said earlier, January is going to be full. Natalie Green with the three-pointer to get things going in the second half. Hit one in the first half also. 9 points on the night for Natalie. Come in averaging 7 on the night a game. So she's over that. Breck Mills with it, top of the key, cross court. Jaguars going around the perimeter. Breck Mills is going to take it in the lane, puts it up over the top of Sid. No good. Gets her own rebound. Kenna Scott with it, gets away with a travel. Now in the lane. Now a bounce pass to Kitchen. And Hurd takes it right out away from her. Nice steal by Sydney Hurd. Gets it to Natalie Green. 26-20. The score in favor of the Panthers. 5:25 left, third quarter. Isabella Landgraf with it. Hands it back off to Natalie Green. Nice little give and go. And she misses it but gets fouled. Nice little give and go between Green and Landgraf. On the right side, foul is going to be called on number 4. Kenna Scott will pick up 3. So now Kenna Scott and Madison Lane both have 3 fouls. Both starters for the Jaguars. Natalie's first free throw and up and good. 10 on the night for Natalie Green, the senior. Trying to keep pace with fellow senior Sydney Hurd with 15. The Panthers looking to pick up their first win of the season. Second one's up. Nothing but net on that one. Natalie Green, 5 points to start out the second half for the Panthers to take that lead to 8 points, 28-20. Breck Mills with it, going to drive the right side. Double dribble. She carried the ball, yeah. It is uncanny to me how much she resembles Cassidy Pingle, how she plays. She looks like her, she plays like her, dribbles like her. Natalie Green inbounds. Bacon with the ball. She's in the cross half court right about the 5:05 mark, third quarter. She gets it to Hurd. Nice little bounce pass left side to a cutting Natalie Green. Up and off the glass. If you're on defense, you have to honor Sydney Hurd. You have to at least sometimes double her, and that's going to open a lot of people, and she's finding those people tonight. Block shot by Hurd. She tips it out, but the Jaguars control it. Now around the perimeter. Top of the key, Raleigh. She's going to go left side into the lane and is stolen away by Hurd. Tried to get it into Kitchen, but the window wasn't open, and Hurd took that right out of thin air. 30-20 the score, 10-point lead for the Panthers. Nice bounce pass by Hurd inside to Bacon. Jaguars with the rebound. Now Hallie Steck with it. She pulls it up to Kitchen in the lane, but it's stolen by Sydney Hurd. She's going to take it the length of the floor, left side. Going to be a blocking foul called, and she'll get a couple free throws. Number 3, Madison Lane will pick up her 4th foul here just a few minutes into the second half. So Madison Lane, a starter with 3 or 4 fouls, and Kenna Scott, a foul starter with 3 fouls. As Sid Hurd puts her first free throw in to extend that lead to 11 points, 31-20. Breck Mills back in the game. She'll take the place of Madison Lane. Second one off the rim, no good. Rebound down to the Jaguars. And Raleigh dribbles it off her leg, out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover to the Panthers at the 4:07. Full timeout on the floor. 30-20 the score in favor of the Panthers here in the Panther Pit. We'll step aside for a minute. Be back with more Twin Lakes Conference basketball.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Panther basketball out of the timeout. As we went to the timeout, I said the score 30-20, and then I looked at my stats, and it should have been 31, and they just changed the score to 31-20, and now they change it to 33-20 because Sid Hurd on the right baseline puts it up and good to give the Panthers a 13-point lead. They're on their way to their first win of the season. Alex Kitchen cutting in the lane. Nice pass by Kenna Scott to hit Alex Kitchen going across the lane there to get 33-22, 11-point lead for the Panthers. Natalie Green with it now. Landgraf at the elbow. Back out to Green. Going to dribble in, kick back out. She gets it to Hurd, backs it off. Set up the offense. Hurd and Landgraf at the elbows. Now Hurd cuts to the basket. Wasn't there. Now Green, nice bounce pass across the lane. Ashley Cruz going to get fouled. Breck Mills will pick up foul number 2. I think that's going to be 3 because I don't think I marked. That's 3 because I don't think I marked it down when she got that technical. As we were wondering what everybody would do, Ashley Cruz will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. She got shot a couple in the first half. This one is good. The bench players for the Panthers went crazy as she made that free throw, and she just kind of looked over and gave the team a little smirk like, hey, I got this. Second one, front of the rim and rolls in. Ashley Cruz with both free throws to give the Panthers a 13-point lead. Breck Mills brings it down left side. Now back to Mills, top of the key. Three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound down. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. I believe we're going to stay Jaguars basketball, and we will. Kenna Scott will inbounds underneath her own basket. 3:12 left third quarter. Into Mills. Cross court, off the hands of Kitchen, but Kenna Scott saves it from going out of bounds. Dribbles in the lane, off to Raleigh, over the top of Hurd. No good, misses everything. Rebound down to Landgraf. She gets it ahead to Natalie Green. Slows it up, backs it off, cross half court, gets it to Sydney Hurd. Panthers going to my left. Hurd kicks it out to Ashley Cruz. Now to Green. Tried to get it in, rushed it into Hurd, but it got taken away by Kenna Scott. Foul's going to be called on number 10. Natalie Green will pick up her third. Jaguars will inbounds. Kenna Scott will play it in right in front of the Panthers bench as Avery Smith goes to check in. She will check in. Let's see who's going to go have a seat. Natalie Green will get a little breather. She just picked up her third foul. Coach Landgraf might want to just sit her this last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So she's fresh with 3 fouls to start the fourth quarter. 13-point lead for the Panthers, 35-22. Three-pointer on the way from Kenna Scott. And she nailed it. 14 on the night for Kenna Scott, brings it to a 10-point lead. Sydney Hurd brings the ball down, crosses a half court. Guarded by Breck Mills, top of the key. I thought Sid was going to pop that three-pointer. Now Avery Smith with the ball over to Sid. Avery Smith got the ball and pivoted. She must have switched pivot feet. I didn't see that, but the ref was standing right there. So 2 minutes, 10 seconds left third quarter. 10-point lead, 35-25 for the Panthers. Jaguars with the ball. Kenna Scott brings it down, dribbles in the lane. Got it put back in her face by Sydney Hurd. I think that was more of a pass. Breck Mills with it, top of the key. Now to Kenna Scott, left side, right side, puts it up. Three-pointer from the top of the key is good by Julia Eastman. First points of the night to cut the lead to 8 points. 35-27. They count that just a two-pointer. Going to be a travel called on the Panthers. It's going to be turnover to the Jaguars. And that 11, what we have, a 14-point lead there at one point, is now down to 8 with a minute 36 left in the third quarter. Jaguars will bring it down. Breck Mills with it right side. Knocked away, out of bounds by Green, and it's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Good defense there by Natalie Green. Breck Mills will play it in right in front of her own bench. Gets it into Steck. Now Mills in the lane to Kitchen. Cross court, it's tipped out of her hands and stolen away by Bacon. And she's going to pull it back. Didn't have numbers. Top of the key to Sydney Hurd. Cross court, Natalie Green, three-pointer. Good. Natalie Green is on fire in this second half. 10 points in the second half. Now a three by Breck Mills. Misses everything to the Panthers. 38-27 the score. 11-point lead for the Panthers. Natalie Green on 10 points in the second half. 16 on the night. Just under the minute mark here in the third quarter. Underneath the basket, Avery Smith. She kicks it back out, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Jaguars. It'll stay Panther basketball. Number 15, Jordan Rowley. Rowley will check in for the Jaguars. Kitchen will take a break. 47 seconds left. Panthers got the ball underneath their own basket. Neely Bacon will inbounds right side. Looking to sit on the left block. Up against Breck Mills, up and under. Puts it up and in. I don't know how she got that off. Breck Mills was like draped over the top of her. 35 seconds left. Third quarter. Breck Mills with a three-pointer. Misses everything again. Rebound to Raleigh, but she's trapped in the corner and they're going to time out, or they got a foul. That is foul number 4 on Natalie Green, and she's immediately taken out of the game. Ashley Cruz back in the game. Jaguars will inbounds, 24 seconds left. Shot clock is off. It's kind of weird to say that in high school basketball, but we got a few games under our belt. I think the players have probably adjusted to it. 17, Jaguars with it, throwing it around the perimeter. Going to play for one. Breck Mills in the lane, gets it across. Free throw line jumper put up, no good. Rebound down to Landgraf, gets it to Sydney Hurd. 4, 3, 2. Neely Bacon puts it up left side, no good at the buzzer of the third quarter. 41-27. Big third quarter there for the Panthers. 18-7. They outscored them in the third quarter. We'll step aside to hear from our sponsors. Be back with the fourth quarter of Twin Lakes Conference basketball.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back. Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Neil Cruz. Simon Fuller on the video tonight, bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers basketball. Start of the fourth quarter here. 8 minutes on the clock. 41-27. 14-point lead for the Panthers. Jaguars will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Passing around the perimeter. Kenna Scott thought three-pointer, pulls it down, kicks it back out. Breck Mills three-pointer. Left side, no good. Rebound down to Lane. She gets it back to Steck. Free throw line jumper off the mark. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds off of the Panthers. It'll stay Jaguar basketball. They'll inbounds underneath their own basket. Left side. Gets it into Kenna Scott. Now in the lane to Alex Kitchen. Does a little dribble under over the top of Sydney Hurd. No good. Rebound down to Neely Bacon. Tipped away and stolen by Kenna Scott. And she drives in the lane. Going to be a blocking foul on Sydney Hurd. Number 23 will pick up her second foul. It looked like Hurd was set, but the hips moved a little bit and she initiated the contact. Now she puts it, blocks another block shot right back into the face of Alex Kitchen, and Kitchen throws it out of bounds. Going to be Panther basketball. 7:18 left, fourth quarter, 41-27. 14-point lead for the Panthers. Panthers on their way to pick up their first win of the season. Now the Jaguars into a little full court pressure here against the Panthers. Sydney Hurd across half court with it. Going to dribble it in on the right side. No good, but they're going to get a foul. Who's she going to get? Number 15, Jordan Raleigh, will pick up her first. That is the team fourth of the second half. Sid will go to the free throw line for a couple free throws. First one is good. Five of 9 on the night for Sid. Second one on its way. Nothing but net on that one. 7 points in the second half for Sid, 22 on the night, followed by 16 for fellow senior Natalie Green. 16-point lead. Three-pointer up by Kenna Scott, and she hits her second one of the second half. And the Jaguars fall right into the full court pressure. Bacon with it across half court on the right side. Pulls back. Now she needs some help. Gets it to Sid at the top of the key. Sets up the offense. Bacon and Landgraf at the elbows. Gets it to Bacon on the left elbow. Now top of the key, Avery Smith. She thought three-pointer. Back to Bacon. On that left block, dribbles in the lane. Puts it up, no good. Rebound to Ashley Cruz right underneath the basket. And she's fouled. Back to the free throw line for Ashley Cruz. Foul's going to be called on 15. Jordan Rowley will pick up her second, team fifth. Ashley Cruz hit 2 free throws here just a few minutes ago. 2 of 4 on the night for the sophomore. First one, front of the rim, no good. Lead 43-30 for the Panthers. 6:21 left, fourth quarter here in the Panther Pit. Monday, December 19th, Christmas week. Misses that one, hits nothing. Turnover to the Jaguars. Timeout called, full timeout by the Jaguars. We'll step aside for one also. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pits. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Neil Cruz tonight bringing you the action. Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. 43-30, 13-point lead for the Panthers. 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. Jaguars with the ball out of the timeout. Left side, Kenna Scott now. Breck Mills, three-pointer, off the rim, front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Rowley. She puts it up right side, no good. Sydney Hurd brings down the rebound on that miss, and she's going to take it herself. Going to go middle of the court, get it to Natalie Green. Now back to Sid, top of the key, guarded by Breck Mills. Now Natalie Green, now Sid on the left elbow. Going to take it to the right side herself, put it up, rolls in and out. That ball spun around the rim about 2 times inside the rim and then rolled out. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Block shot by Sid, but the Jaguars retain the ball. Now Breck Mills, another three-pointer, misses everything, out of bounds. Turnover to the Panthers. Number 12, Breck Mills, kind of upset with herself there. Missed a few from the three-point range, but like I always say, you can't make them if you don't shoot them. 5:25 left in the game. Natalie Green, top of the key, guarded by Kenna Scott. Man-to-man defense played by the Jaguars. Now Sid Hurd with it on the elbow. She's going to take it in the middle of the lane. Neely Bacon, three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Rebound down to Landgraf. Gets it back to Hurd, top of the key. Taken away by Alex Kitchen right in front of Sydney Hurd. Now Kenna Scott with the ball, and it's going to be a blocking foul called on Sid. Going to pick up number 3. Kenna Scott's off the steal, and she turned to go with it, and Sydney was standing there, and apparently Hurd initiated the contact. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kenna Scott with it for the Jaguars. Cross court to Lane. Now Breck Mills on the left side. Little jumper, running jumper, and she puts it in for 2. 43-32, 11-point lead for the Panthers. Now Natalie Green left side. Landgraf on the elbow, back top to Hurd. Natalie Green three-pointer, left corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Kenna Scott. She's going to take it in transition left side. Nice little bounce pass in the lane to Kitchen. No good. Blocked from behind by Landgraf. but they're going to get her on the foul. She will pick up number 3, the freshman Isabella. Will pick up her 3rd foul, 5th team foul this half. Alex Kitchen will go to the line for the Jaguars to shoot 2. First one off the front of the rim, no good. She made 3 of 5 free throws in the first half. Misses that one. Second one to come. Second one's up. Nothing but net on that one. 10 points on the night for Alex Kitchen. Now they're back into that full court pressure. Hurd with it, guarded by Kenna Scott. She gets through. Top of the key, left side, Green. Bacon in the corner for a 3. No good. Over everything. Rebound down to the Panthers. Landgraf secured that one. Now in the lane to Hurd. Kicks it back out. Bacon's going to drive in for a little 10-foot jumper. No good. But she fights for her own rebound, but it's picked up by the Jaguars. Now outlet to Kenna Scott. Nice little bounce pass to Steck. And she's trapped underneath the basket. Gets out. Breck Mills three-pointer. No good. Rebound down to Hurd. 10-point lead with 3.5 left for the Panthers. Avery Smith with it right side. Now to Bacon. Turned over to Mills for the Jaguars. She's going to take it in the lane around Hurd, up and under, and puts it in for 2. Timeout called by the Jaguars. It's a 30. We'll take one also. Be back in 30. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Coach Kevin Mills with a quick timeout there right after a 2-point bucket by Breck Mills off the nice little up and under move layup in the lane to cut the lead to 8. The Panthers lead down to 8. And Mills, the Jaguars, with a quick timeout there, stop the clock, set up the full court pressure defense. Into Bacon for the Panthers. She gets it across half court, keeps her dribble, picks it up. Now we're over to Sydney Hurd. She almost lost that one, but she controlled it, guarded by Kenna Scott. Now it's to Green. Dribbles in right. Kicks back out to Bacon. Going to be a foul called. I believe they're going to get Kenna Scott, and that's going to be number 4. Yep. So we have 2 starters for the Jaguars with 4 fouls. Kenna Scott and number 3, Madison Lane. I don't believe, Lane's in the game. Into Hurd, right side, puts it up and in for 2. 44-35, Panthers 9-point lead. 3 minutes left in the game. Kenna Scott with it for the Jaguars, sets up three-pointer left, right side, nails it. That's 3 in the second half for Kenna. 20 points on the night. The Panthers break the press. Avery Smith with it underneath the basket. She gets it out to Bacon. Now back into Avery Scott on Avery Smith. 8th, I believe that's team 8th. 7th or 8th. And that's going to be 1-1 either way for number 12, Avery Smith. Sophomore, I believe. Yes, sophomore. A little bit of playing time last year as a freshman. First free throw off the backboard, no good. It was a 1-1. 2:38 left, 6-point lead for the Panthers. Breck Mills with it. Now back top of the key. Mills will take a 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Steck. She puts it up. No good. Rebound. Jaguars keep it alive. Dribble in the lane. Blocked by Sydney Hurd. They're going to call a foul on that. That is 4 on Sydney. And just like every call by the ref, half the gym's not going to be happy. Full timeout called on the floor. I believe the Panthers called that one. 6-point lead, 44-38, 2:19 left. We'll be back with the end of the game here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
2:19 left fourth quarter. 6-point lead for the Panthers. The Jaguars at the free throw line for 2 shots. First one's up and good. I'm trying to see who the girl is at the free throw line. Her long ponytail is covering up the number on the back of her jersey. Second one is good as well. That's number 3, Madison Lane. Two big free throws there to pull them within 4. 44-40 in favor of the Panthers. That lead they had is now dwindled down to 4. Green with it, right side. She's going to dribble around. 10-foot jumper. No good. Rebound down to Isabel Landgraf, and she gets it out to Smith. Now to Sydney Hurd, top of the key. New shot clock. Bacon with the shot. No good. Rebound down to Kenna Scott. She's going to run with it. Transition right side. Top of the key, Lane, three-pointer, count it. Madison Lane with the 3 to bring them within 1, 44-43. Timeout on the floor, 32nd. We'll take one as well. Be back with more after this. We're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
1-point lead for the Panthers, 44-43 off the 3-point shot by the Jaguars to bring it within 1. Full court pressure by the Jaguars, and it's stolen away on the floor. Going to be a jump ball called, and it's going to stay Panther basketball. But that gives the possession arrow to the Jaguars. Breck Mills with that long body and those long arms in there. 1:37 left fourth quarter. Panthers got to get the ball in. There they get it into Hurd. She gets it across half court to Bacon. Gets it back to Sid. Top of the key. 20 on the shot clock. 1:25 game clock. Now Natalie Green going to dribble back to Hurd. 1-point lead for the Panthers. Going to be a foul called. A blocking foul. Breck Mills will pick up number 4. So you have 3 Jaguar starters with 4. And Sydney Hurd will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. In a 1-point game, 44-43. With a minute 17 left on the clock, fourth quarter. First one's up and nothing but net for Sid. 25 on the night for Sid. Followed by 16 from fellow senior Natalie Green. Second free throw is no good, but rebound down to Green. Gets it out to Bacon. Now back to the top. Stolen away by Kenna Scott. 2-point lead for the Panthers. A minute left. 3-pointer up by Card. No good by Lane. But the Jaguars control the rebound. 3-pointer again by Lane, no good. Rebound to the Jaguars. Just under a minute left. Breck Mills in the lane, rolling jumper, no good. Hurd brings down the rebound. 44 seconds left. Cross court to Bacon. She's going to put the three up. Good! Neely Bacon with the three to bring it to a 5-point lead. 30 seconds left for the Panthers. In the lane, knocked away. Stolen by Avery Smith. And they get it to Landgraf. And Breck Mills is going to pick up foul number 5. And the Panthers will have some free throws to try to ice it. Breck Mills will pick up number 5. She will exit the game with 6 points. 48-43, 5-point lead for the Panthers. Neely Bacon, the freshman, hit probably the biggest shot she shot so far. Hit a three. Panthers get the rebound on the other end, and Landgraf for the free throws. No good on the first one. 20 seconds left for the Jaguars to try to make something happen here. Two-pointer put up by Steck, and she hits it, and she's fouled by Natalie Green on the shot. That is number 5 on Natalie Green. So Natalie Green will exit the game with 16. And Steck with the bucket is good, and the free throw to come to try to cut the lead to 2. Crazier things have happened, Simon, like we were just talking before the game about the Vikings, so we know crazy. So the free throw's up by Steck, back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Kitchen. She puts it up, no good. Rebound to Landgraf. Panthers with it. Foul going to be called on Kenna Scott. They're going to... All right, what do we got here? Timeout. So no foul called. Full timeout. We're going to stay here. We're going to stay here. 7 seconds left. 7.7 seconds left. Isabella Landgraf had the ball and was fouled. But as that ref blew the whistle for the foul, the ref at the midcourt was calling a timeout. The Panthers called a timeout. So 48-45, 3-point lead for the Panthers. They will have the length of the floor to go. They'll have, number one, they got to get it in. 5 seconds to get the ball in play. And then they'll have 10 seconds to get it over the line. 7.7 seconds left. So you won't have 10 seconds to get it over the line. You got 7 seconds left in the game. The referees are kind of discussing things. They're just talking. I've noticed how the referees got little signals to each other about who's going to watch the clock, who's going to watch this. Jaguars a big fourth quarter comeback here. I think Panthers had somewhat of I think we had a 14-point lead there midway through the third quarter. So 7.7 seconds left, 3-point lead for the Panthers. Panthers have the ball. Neely Bacon, freshman, will inbounds it. Jaguars in a full court press. Now we have a timeout called. Full timeout called by the Jaguars. We'll step aside for a minute also. Be back with the last 7.7 seconds.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 7.7 seconds left. Panthers with a 3-point lead with the ball, inbounding on the other end of the court. Gets it into Sydney Hurd, and she is fouled. To me, it looked like the Jaguars were trying to foul, and they didn't call it on the first shove by Kitchen, and so the second almost looked like intentional shove got called. So Sydney Hurd with 2 free throws, being the 10th foul. So Sid with 2 free throws here, up by 3, 4 seconds left. One of these, to me, almost ices it. First one is good. 4-point lead for the Panthers. Coach Landgraf looking out. I'm pretty sure he's saying don't foul. Because right now a 4-point lead, a 3-pointer and a foul could tie the game. No good. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Kenna Scott crosses half court, puts it up at the buzzer. Off the back of the rim, no good. 49 to 45. The 4-point win for the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers picks up their first win of the season. 49 to 45 over the Southeast Valley Jaguars. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll step aside for a commercial, and we'll come back. We'll recap the girls' game and get ready for the boys' action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Storm Lake St. Mary's picks up their first win of the season as the Panthers take down the Southeast Valley Jaguars 49-45. Panthers were down by 2, 9-7 at the start of at the end of the first quarter. They had a 3-point lead at halftime, 23-20. They held a 41-27, 14-point lead at the end of the third, and they squeak out a 4-point win, 49-45 for their first win of the season. Run down some scoring first for the Southeast Valley Jaguars. They were led in scoring by Kenna Scott with 20. She started off that second half with 3 threes in the third quarter and really got that second half comeback going. She ended with 20. Alex Kitchen with 10. Breck Mills with 6. Madison Lane with 5. Julia Eastman with 2. And Hallie Steck with 2. That rounds out the scoring for the Jaguars. Now for your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, led in scoring by senior number 23, Sydney Hurd with 26. Followed by fellow senior Natalie Green with 16. Really come out and lit a fire in the second half. They only had a 3-point lead at halftime, and that 14-point lead at the end of the third quarter was on the heels of Natalie Green. She come out and put 10 in, I believe, in the second half. I believe all 10 were in the third quarter. She ended with 16. Ashley Cruz with 2, hit 2 big free throws down the stretch. And Neely Bacon with 5. She hit probably the biggest shot she's hit so far in her young varsity career. She hit a 3-pointer with just under a minute left to put the lead to 5 instead of 2. So that's rounds out your scoring as the Panthers pick up their first win of the season on the girls' side. Now to the boys' side, we'll just go ahead. We'll get some starting lineups out of the way for the Panthers. Storm Lake, they will start tonight. Storm Lake St. Mary's will start a senior, number 12, John Heitman. A senior, number 20, Lane Carlson. A senior, number 22, Aiden Cavasos. A senior, number 42, Bennett Smith. And number 24, a junior, Avery Fetro. And for the Southeast Valley Jaguars, I'm going to get my bifocals out here, try to look here. We're going to start number 4, Eli Johnson. Number 10, Carl Berglund. Number 24, Justin Losecki. And if I believe my stats I looked up today, Losecki leads the team in points per game, is 11.8, and rebounds just under. So he averages about 12 and rebounds 8. So he comes in as your leading scorer and rebounder for the Jaguars. Number 25, Drew Corral, and number 40, Nate Scott. Both teams, the Panthers and Jaguars on the boys' side, come in winless. The Panthers 0-4 and the Southeast Valley Jaguars 0-5. So I know I've said 100 times on the air, you get a team that doesn't have any wins or not very many wins, there's nothing hungrier than a team that needs a win, especially going into this Christmas break. That win by the Panther girls tonight is huge. Go into the Christmas break on a win, good feeling, come out of the break with a busy January. Nothing better than going in on a win. So those are your starting lineups. We're about 11-minute mark. We're going to step aside for a couple commercials. We'll come back. We'll put you on mute. We'll let you watch some warm-ups, and we'll come back with the boys' action on Fuller Digital Solutions, St. Mary's basketball.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Boys game on the tilt here. Southeast Valley Jaguars come up to take on your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. You're listening to the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center pregame show here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Got about 45 seconds before the lineups. We'll run down some starting lineups and then we'll take another break before we start the action. Starting for your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, number 14, John Heitman. Number 20, Lane Carlson. Number 22, Aiden Cavazos. Number 42, the big man, Bennett Smith. And number 24, Avery Fetro. For the Jaguars, we'll start number 4, Eli Johnson. Number 10, Carl Berglund. Number 24, Justin Lasecki. Number 25, Drew Corral. And number 40, Nate Scott. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers basketball. We'll step aside for a minute. Commercial. We'll come back during the starting lineups for the boys' action tonight. It's Twin Lakes Conference action on Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Number 24, Justin Lasecki.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
22, Aiden Cavazos. Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions. Neil Cruz bringing you the action. Sidekick Simon Fuller on the video tonight. Boys action time. Girls, St. Mary's pulled out their first win of the year, 49-45 over Southeast Valley. The boys' turn. Bennett Smith, the big man, will do the jump ball against number 4, Eli Johnson for the Jaguars. 8 minutes on the clock. We are ready to rock and roll. Both teams looking for the first win of the season. Jaguars control the tip. Coral with the ball, now top of the key. Right side, Johnson hit the runner in the lane. Gets it back out to Johnson, top of the key. Good swift passes by the Jaguars, quick offense. Johnson in the lane, puts it up and under. Gets it to go, and the foul. Johnson a little quick and up and under in the lane. He gets it to go. The foul's going to be called on number 20. Lane Carlson will pick up his first. For the Panthers, senior Carlson. Now Johnson at the line. Free throw back of the rim, no good. Bennett Smith, the big man, with the rebound. Bennett comes in averaging, I got to look for my sheet here. 13 points, 11 rebounds. Going to be a 10-second call. The referees kind of have a little backup on the 10-second call now because there's a shot clock. So if there's ever a discrepancy, they think it was a quick 10. They just got to look at the shot clock. And when I looked up, it was at 24. 35-second shot clock. That means it was at least 10. So Jaguars with the ball in the lane. Number 10 puts up a shot, gets it to roll, and that is Carl Berglund for 2. 4-0. Quick lead by the Jaguars. Full court pressure by the Jaguars. Bennett Smith gets it across. It's going to be kicked by Johnson. Panthers will keep the ball. Heitman will inbounds it right in front of the scorer's bench. Right about half court, right straight down from us. We got a nice little accommodations tonight up in the press box. Heitman with it, top of the key. Right side. Now into Bennett Smith, but it's tipped away, but it's controlled by Heitman. Number 20 with it, Carlson. Now into Smith. Back top of the key. Good rotation by the Panthers. Now down in the corner. He throws it up at the shot clock. No good. Johnson with the rebound for the Jaguars. Ahead, Berglund with it. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound down. Now Losecki with it. He's their leading scorer. Little floater in the lane. No good. I believe that's Carlson down with the rebound. He's immediately picked up in this full court pressure that the Jaguars run. Tipped away and stolen by Johnson. Going to be a blocking foul, and Carlson will pick up number 2. Senior starter Lane Carlson will pick up number 2. Less than 2 minutes into the game, number 34, Brendan Peterson, I believe, into the game. Number 34, no, sorry, Jesus Melendez. Jesus Melendez into the game for the Panthers. Three-pointer put up by Coral, and it's good. 7-0 in favor of the Jaguars. Just under the 6-minute mark here at the Panther pit. Bennett Smith gets it across to Menendez. Shot up, missed. Shot up and short. Rebound down by Johnson. Going to be a foul called. Number 22. Cavazos will pick up his first. Team third on the Panthers. Johnson will get it in and play it for the Jaguars. 7-0 lead. Now to Losecki. Dribbles in the lane. Nice little dish off to number 40, Nate Scott, but it's off the mark. But it's a rebound down to Johnson by the Jaguars, and he's going to get called for a travel. And it'll be Panther basketball. Jaguars in their full court pressure. Giving the Panthers kind of a fit here to start the game. Heitman to Bennett Smith. He gets it down across Menendez, and it's tipped out of bounds by Nate Scott. It'll stay Panther basketball. 5:23 left first quarter. 7-0 to score in favor of the Jaguars. Number 22, Cavazos, will play it in for the Panthers. Gets it into Bennett Smith. Now back to Smith, top of the key. Fitro with it. Now Heitman. He'll slow things down, set up the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Into Bennett Smith in the lane. Little turnaround. Going to be fouled by Nate Scott. And Bennett Smith will get a couple free throws. Scott with his first foul. Bennett Smith will get 2. Smith comes in averaging 13.3 points a game and 11 rebounds a game. Average a double-double in high school ball. It means you know how to play. First one up, front of the rim, back of the rim, rolls around and good. Bennett Smith gets the Panthers on the board. 7-1 in favor of the Jaguars. 5:03 left first quarter here at St. Mary's High School. Second one up for Bennett Smith. No good. Rebound down to the Jaguars. They're full speed ahead. Coral with a 3. No good. Nate Scott with the rebound. Puts it up and in to push that lead to 9-1. Heitman with it. Gets it across court. Over the timeline. Back to Heitman. Set up the offense. It looks like a little 2-3 zone being played by the Jaguars. Fitro with it. Senior Lane Carlson picked up 2 early fouls less than 2 minutes into the game. So he's out. Bennett Smith gets it on the right block. It's blocked by Nate Scott as Smith went up for the jump shot. Jaguars with it ahead to Berglund. Puts it in for 2. Going to be, thought maybe that'd be a time for a timeout, and there it is. Timeout called by Hayden Howard, head coach for the Panthers. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one also. Full timeout. 11-1 in favor of the Jaguars. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
St. Mary's will play it in out of the timeout. Bennett Smith to throw it in. Tries to get it to Heitman, but it's off a Jaguar player out of bounds. It'll stay Panther basketball. Jaguars in their full court pressure, giving the Panthers fits tonight. Johnson guarding the inbounds play, and I just realized he looks like he's about 6'1", 6'2", but he's got a wingspan that's crazy long. He's just a long, lanky kid, and him guarding the inbounds pass is going to give Bennett Smith fits as he tries to get it in. Panthers run their play, get it into Heitman, but Heitman controls it. Nope, stolen away by Coral. Now stolen back by Fitro. Now to Heitman. He's trapped in the corner. Whistle blows the play dead. They're saying shot clock needed to be reset, so it'll be Panther basketball. That's kind of a lucky whistle for the Panthers because Heitman was trapped there in the corner, and I don't know if he would have gotten out of that, so lucky for the Panthers. That shot clock wasn't reset. Now to Heitman. He gets across half court. Slows it down, pulls it back. He's trapped in the corner, gets it out to Fitro. Take the right baseline. Going to be a blocking foul called. Number 25, Drew Coral. His first, team second. Panthers to play it in underneath their own basket. Heitman to throw it in. 4 or 5 bounce pass, and it's taken away by Lasecki. Justin Lasecki for the Jaguars, their leading scorer. Over to Berglund into the lane. Nate Scott with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Berglund with the miss, but Nate Scott powers his way in for the rebound and the putback for the Jaguars. 13-1 in favor of the Jaguars. We're going to have a foul called. Coral's going to get called. That's 2 quick ones there on Coral, and he'll probably come out. Number 12, number 3, and Andrew Miller, Brady Hansen, and Carter Ferry in for the Jaguars. The way they run and gun and play this full court pressure, I would assume they're going to run some guys in and out of the game so they stay fresh. Panthers get it across half court. Heitman now top of the key. Thought three-pointer, but pulled it back down. Now out to Fitro. Cross court. Fitro three-pointer, no good. Bennett Smith with the rebound, puts it up right side, no good. Lasecki with the rebound. Justin Lasecki looks like a man against boys out there. Three-pointer up by the Jaguars, no good. Rebound down to Heitman. Taken away by the Jaguars in the lane. Number 12 puts it up and in for 2. Brady Hansen gets the bucket. 30-second timeout called by the Panthers. We'll step aside for 30 to hear from our sponsors. Be back with more Panther basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 2:44 left, first quarter. 15-1 the score in favor of the Jaguars. The full court pressure put on by the Jaguars is just a little bit too much to handle for the Panthers. Not really an answer It doesn't help that senior Lane Carlson out with 2 early fouls. He was kind of one of your ball handlers, so that doesn't help any. Panthers with the ball. Heitman top of the key, left side. Now to Heitman in the corner, back top of the key to Fitro. Bennett Smith in the lane, kicks it back out. Long two-pointer put up, misses everything. Jesus Menendez with the rebound. And it's going to stay Panther basketball. Nice play there by Melendez. He kind of dove for it, threw it back in, and it went off a Jaguar player, and it's going to stay Panther basketball. Nice play by Melendez there. Number 34, the freshman in the game, because Lane Carlson picked up those 2 early fouls. Melendez left corner, gets it into Heitman on the block to Bennett Smith at the free throw line. Plays down, puts it up, a shot off the backboard, and Bennett Smith with his first bucket of the game had a free throw earlier, all 3 points, 15-3. The Panthers down by 12. In the lane, number 14 gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and it's going to be good. Jace Hansen gets the bucket. Foul is going to be called on 14, Heitman, his first, and Jace Hansen will go to the line to try to convert that old-fashioned three-point play. Got his own rebound, put it back up strong, and got fouled. 17-3 the score in favor of the Jaguars. Minute 56 left, first quarter. Free throw up and good. 18-3. That full court pressure slapped on again. Heitman back to Bennett Smith between his legs. Cavazos runs it down, saves it as he dives out of bounds, but he saves it to the Jaguars. In the lane, Jace Hansen, free throw line, jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Heitman. Panthers can't look either way but to find somebody in their face on that daunting full court pressure. Now into the lane, thrown, and it's stolen by Jace Hansen, but he can't control it, and it goes out of bounds. It's just, looking at these records, 0-4 and 0-5, the way these Jaguars are playing this full court pressure and run, it surprises me they haven't picked up a win yet. I didn't get a chance to look at their stats on who they'd played, but they're looking pretty solid. Bennett Smith on the right block, powers his way in and puts it up off the backboard and in. 18-5, all 5 for Bennett Smith. The senior is proving he can do it tonight. In the lane, the Jaguars gets it blocked by Bennett Smith, but saved to the Jaguars. Southeast Valley in the lane, kicks it out to Johnson at the free throw line. Jumper in the lane, number 12 puts it up and in. Brady Hansen, his second bucket of the night. 20-5, 51 seconds left, first quarter. Heitman with it. Little doop-de-doo, gets it across half court. Now to Fitro. Bennett Smith, top of the key. Going to dribble in the lane, hand it off to Cavazos. Now back to Bennett Smith in the lane. Nice little turn and go. Oh, it just rolled out. Got his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled. He's going to get a couple free throws. Foul's going to be called on number 1 for Jay Hansen. Will pick up his first, team fourth. Bennett Smith to the free throw line for a couple. All 5 for Bennett Smith tonight. 2 dribbles. First one's up, nothing but net. I'm going to steal a line from the famous Keith Crane as the Jaguars sub 5 for 5. That's a line change. I believe that was 5 in, 5 out for the Jaguars. Bennett's second free throw is up and good. 7 points for Bennett on the night. 20-7. Lasecki with it up ahead to Coral. Now inside the lane, tipped away by Bennett Smith as they try to get it into Scott. And Lasecki's going to be called for a travel as he tried to go into the lane there. Lasecki, their leading scorer on the season, averaging about 12 points a game, scoreless yet in this first quarter. 20 seconds left, no shot clock. Bennett Smith gets it ahead to Fitro. He takes it in the left side, puts it up, rolls in and out. Rebound down to the Jaguars with 10 seconds left. Coral with it, gets it ahead into the lane. Number 12 puts it up, no good. Rebound put in by number 11, Tyler Patterson, at the end of the first quarter. 22-7, the score in favor of the Jaguars at the end of the first quarter. We will step aside and hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with the second quarter action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Panthers first-year coach Caden Howard had all eyes on him in the timeout there by the Panthers, setting up this next play. 8 minutes on the clock. Start the second quarter. Panthers trail by 15, 22-7 as we open this second quarter. Heitman. Carlson back in the game, picked up 2 early fouls and had to take a seat. It was 6:08 left, so less than 2 minutes into the game. Carlson three-pointer off the mark there. Rebound down to the Panthers. In the lane, puts it up, blocked by Nate Scott, but he's going to get fouled. Fetro almost got that to go. Foul's going to be on number 40. He picks up his second, Nate Scott does, as Fetro goes to the free throw line to try to convert a couple free throws here to start to dig these Panthers back into this. First one's up and nothing but net for Fetro. Avery, the only junior on the starting lineup for the Panthers. Second one, nothing but net there. 22-9 after a couple Avery Fetro free throws. Now Losecki with it, guarded by Fetro. Top of the key, off to Coral. Now Johnson. Starters on the floor for both teams. Now to Leseski in the lane. Puts it up on the right side, and he gets his first basket of the night. The Jaguars leading scorer finally on the board, 24-9, and they fall right back into that full court pressure. As Heitman, Bennett Smith, Lane Carlson, they back and forth to get the ball across half court. Gets it out to Cabezos. Now to Fetro in the lane. He puts it up, gets fouled again. I believe that's going to be Nate Scott. I think that's number 3. If that's on Scott, which it is, that's number 3 on big man Nate Scott. Had 2 buckets early and has been kind of quiet until he's had 2 fouls in the last probably about 30 seconds of game time. Fetro to the line for 2 more free throws. He sunk his first 2 just a minute ago. And I just jinxed him. That one's in and out. Jace Hansen into the game for Scott. He'll take a seat with 3 fouls. He'll probably sit the rest of the first half. Fetro's second coming. And it is good. Avery Fetro, the junior, 3 for 4 from the line. Jaguars up ahead. Jace Hansen with the quick bucket for the Jaguars, 26-10. Now Heitman with it, gets caught in the corner, picks up his dribble. Oh, they had Fetro under the basket wide open, and Cavazos didn't see it. Now Carlson into the corner to Fetro. He drives in the lane, tries to get it into Bennett Smith. Good look, but Lasecki got his hand in there, driving on the right side, lays it up off the backboard. No good. Out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Heitman. It's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Johnson will play it in underneath their own basket. Top of the key, Coral right side, 3-pointer, misses everything. Bennett, it's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Bennett Smith put his hand out to try to grab that, and it went off his fingers and out of bounds, and he knew he shouldn't have reached for it as soon as he did. 6:28 left second quarter, 26-10 in favor of the Jaguars. Leseski in the lane, powers his way up off the side of the rim. No good. Jace Hansen with the rebound, puts it in. Hansen with 7 off the bench. Kind of a spark plug here. Johnson with the steal now into the lane over the top of Bennett Smith. Going to get Bennett Smith on the blocking foul. I believe that'll be Bennett's first. It is. That is 5 team fouls, and Johnson will go to the free throw line. Eli will for a couple free throws. Eli has 2 on the night. Got a bucket early in the game. Free throw is good. 29-10, 6:12 left second quarter. Second one up off the back of the backboard, no good. Bennett Smith hauls down the rebound. Heitman with it, back to Bennett Smith. Lane Carlson now gets it up to Fitro. He's going to drive left baseline. Fires it back top to Bennett Smith. Now to Heitman, going to drive in the lane, kick out to Carlson. Long 2-pointer, and it's good. Foot on the line. 29-12. Now Lesecky in the lane. Going to be a charge called. Bennett Smith held his ground. Lesecky tried a little oop-to-you and little spin around, and Bennett Smith held his ground and got the charge call on Lesecky. 29-12. Panthers got a little bit going here. Couple free throws back-to-back. Added a bucket there by Carlson. Now a charge call on the Jaguars. See if we can put something together here, break this press, and get some points going. Carlson ahead to Fitro. Hits up, out of bounds, so it's going to be off Coral. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Tried to hit Carlson as he cut the lane, and it was tipped away by the Jaguars. Heitman will play it in right underneath the own basket. Going to get it back up top. Fitro over to Carlson in the corner. He's going to juke and drive. Gets it tipped away by Heitman. Nope, Heitman picks it up. Jace Hansen with it now. Ahead to Lesecky. Left-handed layup, and he puts it up and in. 2 passes. Ball never hit the floor. Length of the floor. Layup put in. 31-12. The Jaguars dominating here, this full court pressure. The Panthers don't have an answer for it. For the Jaguars, and he gets it ahead. Now to Berglund, left side from the block, no good. Rebound bounces off about a dozen hands. In the lane, Coral with a 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound down to Carlson. 4:40 left in the first half. 31-12 in favor of Southeast Valley. One of these teams will pick up their first victory of the year. As of right now, it looks like Southeast Valley has a control on it, but the first game we thought that too, and they came back and made it a close game. Bennett Smith kicks it out to Fitro. Cross court. Now in the corner to Lane Carlson, back up top to Heitman. Shot clock's at 2. Got to shoot. Fitro throws it up. No good. Going to be a shot clock violation. He shot it in time, but the ball didn't hit the rim. So it'll be Jaguars basketball underneath their own basket. Even though he shot it before the buzzer, the ball has to hit the rim to reset. And so even though he'd shot it, it was a shot clock violation. 31-12. Jaguar basketball as we hit the 4-minute mark, first half. Berglund inside to Lesecky on the left block. Going to be a foul called on the floor. Fitro, Lesecki's little fake pump got Fitro off his feet. So number 24 will pick up his first foul, Avery Fitro. That is 16 fouls. Melendez back in the game. Give Bennett Smith, the big man, a breather. Jaguars will play it in underneath their own basket. After this, it'll be 1-1 for everybody going through. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Fitro. Heitman with it left side. He's going to run with it. Gets it ahead to Cavazos. Now back to Heitman. Cross court. Tipped away by Berglund, but controlled by the Panthers. Carlson with it. Now Cabezos. Heitman, top of the key, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound down to Fitro, and he's going to be fouled by Jace Hansen. Fitro, that kid is all over the place. He rebounds here. He just seems like he's always in the right spot for a rebound. And he's going to get a 1-and-1 here after the foul called on number 14. Jace Hansen will pick up number 2. Fitro will get a 1-and-1. He's made 3 of 4 on the night. Spins the ball, 2 hard dribbles, really low. First one's up, no good, off the front of the rim. Jace Hansen with the rebound. Outlets down in the lane. Get away with a double dribble or a travel. They're going to call on Carter Ferry. Number 3, Andrew Miller into the game. That's one of the big differences between these two teams. I think the Jaguars have played 11 guys already, and the Panthers have played 6. So that's going to be a big difference on the condition of everybody as we get into the second half. Jaguars are just going to try to run you down so you can't compete anymore. Cabezos with it, kicks it out to Carlson. Heitman, top of the key. Now to Carlson, corner three-pointer, no good off the rim. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Berglund's going to run with it. Cross court in the lane, 10-foot floater, number 23, no good. Rebound down. Number 11 has the rebound. Tyler Patterson came down with the rebound. Going to be a foul called. 34. That's Melendez will pick up number 1. Free throws to come for Tyler Patterson. Will get a 1-and-1. Eli Johnson at the desk, set to come in. Jace Hansen will take a seat. 7 points for Hansen off the bench. Got all 7 there in the first quarter. Free throw number 1 by Patterson off the rim. Did not hit the rim, so that's dead ball to the Panthers. Hit the side of the backboard, but Bennett Smith to check in. 2:46 left first half. Coach Howard said, I got to get him back in there. Got him a little bit of a breather on defense there. Get him back in on the offensive end. 7 points for Bennett Smith tonight. Numerous rebounds. Gets it ahead to Carlson. Cross court to Heitman. Throws it. Gets it taken away by Hansen, and he puts it up, and he's going to get the bucket. Brady Hansen with his 3rd bucket. 6 points on the night, and he's going to get a free throw. Foul's going to be called on number 14. Heitman will pick up number 2. Hansen will go to the free throw line for a free throw to convert the old-fashioned 3-point play. 33-12, 21-point lead for the Jaguars. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down. They're going to get a foul called on that. Over the back, number 11 will pick up his first foul. And that'll be some free throws coming for, I believe, Lane Carlson. It's a 9th-team foul on the Jaguars, so that'll be a 1-and-1. Carlson to the free throw line. Her first free throw of the night. And it is good. Gets a second. That's 3 points for Carlson. Lane picked up 2 early fouls like in the first minute of the half, so he sat most of that first quarter. And then he's kind of brought a little spark to the team here in the second quarter. Misses that free throw. Johnson down, loses control of the ball, picked up by Patterson. Now back to Hansen in the lane. Top of the key. Free throw line down into Patterson. That's going to be foul called again. I believe we're going to get Hansen over the back. No, they're going to call that on Heitman. I don't know. All right, 3 fouls on John Heitman. And Tyler Patterson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots, and he makes the first one. To me, it looked like Heitman had position there, and Patterson came up over the top to grab that rebound. I don't know if they're saying he got him on the way back up. Second one's up for Patterson, rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound down to Bennett Smith. He gets it out to Cabezos. Back to Bennett Smith, full court down, over the head Number 30's in the game, Dylan Martin. Over his head, out of bounds. It's going to be Jaguar basketball. Panthers might have to play a few more people than they want to tonight just to keep everybody fresh, the way this game is kind of a run and gun, the way the Jaguars play. Eli Johnson in the lane, no good on the rebound down to the Jaguars. Puts it up, and it's going to be good by Andrew Miller, and he's going to get a free throw. Basket's good. Fouls on number 42. Bennett Smith will pick up number 2. And number 3, Andrew Miller, will get a free throw to come after the made bucket. And the free throw is good. 37-13 in favor of the Jaguars. Bennett Smith throws it up ahead, going to be out of bounds. Jaguar basketball over the head of Lane Carlson. Really good full court pressure by the Jaguars, causing fits for the Panthers here. Miller with it. Johnson top of the key now. He's going to drive in the lane, kick back out. Jaguars played around the perimeter. Johnson in the lane, going to be tied up. Jump ball tied up by Cabezos, and it's going to be stay Jaguar basketball. Justin Lasecki will make another appearance in the game. Their leading scorer comes in averaging about 12. He's got 4 on the night. Jaguars will play it in. Tipped away and stolen by Bennett Smith. Gets it out to Carlson. They got numbers. Got away with a travel. Nope, just as I say, he got away with a travel. The ref blows the whistle a little late. And it's going to be Jaguar basketball. Minute 27 left first half. Lasecki will play it in right in front of their own bench. Get it into Carter Ferry. Will play the point. Guarded by Martin. Miller in the corner for a 3. No good. Patterson rebound. Lasecki 5-foot jumper bounces it in for 2. Lasecki was 6. 39-13, 26-point lead for the Jaguars as we enter the minute mark in the first half. Carlson picks up his dribble, gets it over half court to Martin. Now back to Carlson. Free throw line floater. No good. Rebound down to Lasecki. He's going to run with it left side. Into a charge call there. And they're going to have a charge call. Carlson stands his ground and picks up the charge. Lasecki, I don't think Carlson was set, but Lasecki looked to me like a little bit out of control, so they're going to make that a charge call every time. Lasecki will pick up number 2. 45 seconds left first half. Can the Panthers put something together here, get a few points before we go into half? Carlson over to Fitro. Top of the key now to Martin. Carlson three-pointer. Good! Lane Carlson with the 3. Make it 39-16. 25 seconds left. No shot clock. Patterson for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebound flies out to Lasecki. Now he backs it up. They're going to hold for 1. It looks like 15 seconds. Now top of the key. Left side Patterson. He's going to dribble in the lane. Kick out to Miller. Now to Hansen in the corner. Three-pointer no good. But the rebound in the lane. Foul is going to be called. I believe they're going to get Bennett Smith with number 3. Yep, Bennett Smith will pick up number 3. And Patterson, Tyler Patterson, number 11, will go to the free throw line for a couple more free throws. He's 1 of 3 for the night. 1.7 seconds left first half. First one's up, back of the rim, front of the rim, and it rolls in. Gives Patterson 4 points on the night, 40-16. Just about half here. Second one's good, 1.7 seconds left. Panthers, Lane Carlson will heave one about 3/4 of the court, no good. 41-16 as we go into half. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers basketball. We'll step aside for a couple commercials and we'll come back and recap the first half. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to halftime of the boys' game, the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show here. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers basketball. The Panthers got a tough one on their hands tonight. They're down 41-16 halftime here. Run down some scoring. They were down 22-7 at the end of the first quarter. 41-16 halftime score here. Run down some scoring for the Jaguars. Led in scoring by Jace Hansen with 7. Brady Hansen with 6. Justin Lasecki with 6. Carl Berglund with 4. Nate Scott with 4. Drew Coral with 3. Eli Johnson with 3, and Andrew Miller with 3. Now for the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, led in scoring by senior big man Bennett Smith with 7. Lane Carlson with 6. And Avery Fitro with 3. The Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show. I mean, if I'm the coach of the Panthers, I'm going to tell the guys, hey, just settle down. Jaguars want us to run. They want to up-tempo the game. Let's just get the ball over half court, slow stuff down, get the ball into big man Bennett Smith, kick it back out for some open threes, and let's get some points together and get this thing going in the third quarter. So that's your Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show. The boys, St. Mary's, trail 41-16 at half. Neil Cruz with Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you the show tonight. Twin Lakes Conference Basketball. We'll step aside for a commercial, and then we'll come back and we'll let you enjoy the dance team. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show here. Halftime of the boys game, 41-16. The Panthers got their hands full tonight with the Southeast Valley Jaguars. Both teams come into tonight 0-4 and 0-5 respectively, looking for that first win. Jaguars seem like they got a grasp on it right now, but weirder things have happened in high school basketball comeback-wise. So Panthers first-year coach Caden Howard coming out of the halftime, talked to his team, got things ready to go. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you the action. Just under a minute left. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll come back with second half action. You're watching St. Mary's basketball on Fuller Digital.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
Second half action on the tilt. 15 seconds left to go here. Neil Cruz bringing you the action. Fuller Digital. Simon Fuller on the video tonight. They couldn't find the regular video guy, so I got stuck with Simon tonight. Gabe texted me earlier today and asked if I could do the game. I work in Storm Lake, so I'm like, heck, I'm right down the road anyway. And then he told me Simon would be my video guy. I thought about changing my mind, but I hadn't seen Simon for a little while, so heck, we'll step in. We'll have a good time. Watch some St. Mary's basketball. 8 minutes on the clock. We are underway. Panthers with the ball. 40 down, 41-16. Got to get something going here, boys. Work it around. Bennett Smith, top of the key. Left side, Carlson. Now to Heitman in the corner. He drives in the lane. Kicks out to Cabezos. Carlson with it. Now top of the key, Heitman. Now into Bennett Smith on the elbow. One little turn. Back jumper, and he puts it in for two. 8 points on the night, Bennett Smith. He's kind of got that down. He did that quite a bit last year, too. Gets it on the elbow, just takes one spin move into the lane, turn around, free throw line jumper. Now Losecki with it in the lane. Nice little dish off to Caden Scott. No good. Rebound down to Bennett Smith. Get it out to Carlson. The Jaguars have pulled off that full court pressure they put on that whole first half. And now the Panthers can hopefully get something going here. Heitman down to Carlson in the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound down by Cabezos. Now to Bennett Smith. He drives the baseline. Throws it away to Coral as he tried to get it across court to Heitman. Now top of the key, Losecki. Now to Scott at the free throw line. Hands it off to Johnson as he comes around. Gets away with a travel. Shot is up, no good. Losecki with the rebound, hands it off to Scott, and he puts it up for two. That's 6 points on the night for Nate Scott. Heitman with it, free throw line, kicks it out to Carlson, three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Scott with the rebound, gets it ahead in transition. Johnson, Eli with it at the top of the key. Sets up the offense, now to Coral. Now Losecki, top of the key. Good perimeter passing basketball by the Jaguars around the perimeter. Pass and cut, pass and cut. Losecki with it, top of the key. He drives in. 5-foot jumper, rolls around the rim and puts it in for two. 8 points on the night for Justin Losecki. Is he a senior? I'm just trying to look. Yes, a senior forward. Because by the looks of it, he looks like he's about 25 years old. Kind of a beard going there. Heitman hits a three-pointer to get it going. 45-21, 5:29 left. Third quarter. Panthers with a couple baskets to start off this second half here. Now into Losecki in the lane, left block. Nice little spin move, no good. Scott tips the rebound out, controlled by the Jaguars. Now into Losecki, charge. He's going to pick up number 3, and I believe all 3 of his fouls have been charges. If I remember right, I know he picked one up. Yeah, he picked one up on Bennett Smith, and then he picked one up on Carlson as he drove the lane there right towards the end of the first half. Now the Jaguars come up again in that pressure. Carlson will play it in. 5:09 left, third quarter. 24-point lead for the Jaguars. They get it down to Fitro, right side, puts it up and buckets in for 2. 5 points on the night for Avery Fitro. In the lane to Nate Scott. Got away with a travel there. He jumped and went back down. He puts it up and in for 2. 8 points on the night for Scott. Panthers with it. Get it across the timeline. Kicked out of bounds by Eli Johnson. It'll stay Panther basketball. Panthers will inbounds just on their side of half court, opposite side. 4:38 left third quarter, 47-23 in favor of Southeast Valley. Carlson with the ball, top of the key. Cabezos now inside to Bennett Smith. Tipped away and stolen by the Jaguars. Eli Johnson with it's going to run. Right side, pulls back, hits Coral, top of the key. Thought three-pointer, but he pulled it down. Nice little pass into Berglund for 2. Nice look inside. Timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
4:13 left third quarter here in the Panther pit. Storm Lake St. Mary's has got a well to dig out of, down by 26, 49-23 to the Southeast Valley Jaguars. Jaguars slap that full court pressure back on. Bennett Smith overthrows Heitman, stolen away by Lasecki, into Berglund off the backboard, puts it in for 2. Heitman with it. Carlson's going to get called for a blocking foul. 24, that's on Lasecki. That's number 4. He runs his hands through his hair and right in front of the ref and asks him what he did, and he got the explanation. He doesn't like it, but he's off to the bench. He'll probably sit, I would think most of the rest of the third quarter, maybe part of the fourth. 4 fouls. Heitman with it, top of the key. 2-3 zone and put on by the Jaguars. Bennett Smith back out. Good ball rotation. Tried to get it back into Bennett Smith, but it's tipped away by the Jaguars. Stolen away by Eli Johnson. Jaguars on the run. And down inside to Nate Scott. Puts it up, no good. Scott gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Jaguars to the Panthers. Went out of bounds right there by the Panther cheerleaders. We get a break. I'll read off the names of the St. Mary's Panthers cheerleaders. They're always good about keeping this crowd going and getting them into the game. Cheering on their Panthers. Heitman with it as he crosses half court. 2-3 zone by the Jaguars. In the corner, back to Heitman. Cabezos now top of the key. Carlson. Left side, Fitro. He drives in the lane. Kicks back out to the top, stolen away by Berglund. He's going to run. Johnson's got numbers on the left side, lays it up off the rim, no good. Rebound down, number 3, Andrew Miller puts it back up. I knew that was Andrew, but I second-guessed myself there. 3 minutes left. Carlson with it, top of the key. Cabezos now. Cross court to Bennett Smith, hands off to Carlson. Thought he was going to pull a 3, but he pulled it back down. Stolen away by Berglund, and now they're going to get Cabezos with a reach-in. 22 White, who pick up his second foul, team first of the half. Patterson back in for the Jaguars. Carter Ferry in. Andrew Miller. Nate Scott for the Jaguars on the floor. Starters on the floor for the Panthers. Inside to Nate Scott. Throws over his head, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Jaguars. Couldn't handle it. Now it'd be Panther basketball. 2:31 left third quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. Neil Cruz bringing you the action tonight from the Panther pit here at Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. Storm Lake, Iowa, Monday December 19th, Christmas week. Shot up, no good by Heitman. Carlson brings down the rebound. Throws it out of, thought he was going to fall out of bounds, so he threw it back in, but it's taken away by the Jaguars. Now inside to Patterson, cross court. Nice bounce pass over to Miller. And he puts it up for 2. 7 points on the night for Andrew Miller off the bench. Just under 2 minutes left, third quarter here. Inside to Bennett Smith at the free throw line. Turns, gets it out to Cabezos. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound down to Patterson or Miller. He's going to run with it in the lane. Take it all by himself. Left-hand side. The bucket's going to count, and the foul. Coast to coast for Andrew Miller. Foul's going to be on Cabezos. Will pick up number 3, and Andrew Miller will get the bucket and a free throw. 9 points on the night for Miller off the bench. The free throw could put him in the double digits. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Bennett Smith. Minute 30 left in the third quarter, and the Panthers throw it out of bounds. Cabezos trying to get it to Carlson. Melendez will check in for the Panthers. Bennett Smith will get a break, probably sit the rest of the third quarter. Get him a minute and a half, 2 minutes a breather. Get him fresh for the fourth quarter. 57-23. Favor of the Jaguars. Andrew Miller with a jump shot, no good. Rebound tipped out. Carlson gets it on the run. They got numbers, puts it up right side, no good. But he's going to get a couple free throws. Brady Hansen, I believe. Yep, number 12. Brady Hansen will pick up his first, team third of the half. Lane Carlson, senior, will go to the free throw line for a couple free throws. 8 points on the night for Carlson. Sat most of the first quarter, picked up 2 fouls really early. First free throws off the mark, and I think he picked up that first 2 fouls under 2 minutes into the game. And he didn't, I think he sat the rest of the first quarter. So, second one's up and good for Carlson. 9 points on the night. 57-24. Foul's going to be called. Number 20, Carlson will pick up his third. Jaguars will play it in. Andrew Miller will play it in right in front of the Panthers bench. Gets it into Carter Ferry. He's going to drive right hand it off to Jace Hansen. Brady Hansen, excuse me. Three-pointer by Ferry, no good. Rebound down to Melendez, and he hands it off to Carlson. Heitman with it. Fitro in the corner, back to Heitman. Jumper in the lane by Heitman, misses everything, out of bounds. 51 seconds left, third quarter. 57-24, 33-point lead. Now down to Nate Scott, misses. Patterson with the rebound, puts it up, no good. But he's going to be fouled, and he'll get a couple free throws. Foul is on 34. Melendez will pick up his second, and Patterson will go to the free throw line for a couple. 3 of 5 in the first half for Patterson. 5 points. First one rimmed around, no good. 33-point lead for the Jaguars. 43 seconds left, third quarter, Second one is good. 34-point lead in Iowa High School. If it's a 35-point lead, it will go to continuous clock. So if we hit that point, the fourth quarter probably go pretty quick. Cabezos now top of the key to Heitman. Carlson three-pointer, no good. Ooh, that about rolled in, hit the back and kind of just sat there and almost rolled in. Now into Scott down low, and he puts it up and in for 2. That's 10 on the night for Nate Scott. 36-point lead, 10 seconds left, third quarter, so it will be continuous clock as we go. Carlson now to Ficho, drive the right baseline. Top of the key, back to Heitman. They don't get a shot off. 60-24 is the score, end of the third quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action. Twin Lakes Conference basketball, St. Mary's style.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in the Panther Pit. The Southeast Valley Jaguars got a hold on the lead, a solid 36-point lead as we start this fourth quarter. The Jaguars with the ball. Eli Johnson, top of the key. Looks like they might spread it out and run a little just pass around offense. Lasecki back in the game with 4 fouls now to Brady Hansen. Jace Hansen, free throw line, kicks it out to Coral. Now to Johnson. Looks like they're just going to drain some shot clock. Now to Jace Hansen in the lane. Puts it up left side. No good. Bennett Smith with the rebound. Carlson with it as he crosses half court right at the center court. Now to Cabezos. Bennett Smith in the lane. Dumps it off to Heitman. Three-pointer from the left corner. No good. Jace Hansen pulls down the rebound for the Jaguars. Coral with it left side. Johnson drives in, lays it off the glass and in for 2. Eli Johnson, first bucket of the second half, gives him 5 on the night. Just under the 7-minute mark, fourth quarter. Carlson with it. Heitman, top of the key. Carlson drives left side, fouled by Jace Hansen as he goes up for it. He'll get a couple free throws. That'll be 3 on Hansen. Hansen kind of a spark plug off the bench in the first half. He come in and scored 7 points in the first half. Lots of good rebounds. But Carlson will go to the line for a couple free throws. And we got a line change coming in for the Jaguars. They often, as they have tonight. First one's good for Carlson. They'll sub 3 or 4 at a time. Patterson, Miller, Ferry, and Berglund, Hansen, Brady Hansen in for the Jaguars. Second one up, good for Carlson. 11 on the night for senior Lane Carlson. In transition, Jaguars, nice pass in the middle, but it's stolen away by Heitman in the right place at the right time. Way to be aware of where he's at. Heitman with the steal. Now to Bennett Smith outside. Now back into Bennett Smith. Nice move. Left side puts it up and in for 2. Bennett Smith, first points of the second half. 9 on the night. Nice little move there to the left. Tipped away. Stolen. Fitro with just under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. One of these two teams will pick up their first win of the season. Inside to Bennett Smith on the right block. Puts it up off the backboard for 2. 2 quick buckets by Bennett Smith. Puts him in double digits at 11 for the night. Gets it ahead. Jaguars bust the press that the Panthers kind of had on. Carter Ferry with it. Now free throw line, Andrew Miller. Stolen by Fitro. Gets it out to Bennett Smith. Little twist around, gets it back to Carlson in the corner, going to drive left baseline, dumps it off to Bennett Smith in the lane. Nice little up and under, puts it up for 2. 6 quick points for Bennett Smith. Got some buckets going for the Panthers. 62-32, 30-point lead. 3-pointer put up by Andrew Miller, and he stops the drought that the Jaguars had been on. 9 points, 12 on the game for Andrew Miller, 9 in the second half. Cabezos going to drive in the lane underneath the basket, kicks it out, but it's stolen away by Brady Hansen. Hansen with it. Now free throw line to Jace Hansen. Throws it up right-handed, no good. Patterson with the rebound, and he puts it up for 2. Patterson just seems to be in the right place at the right time. Most of his points have come off free throws because he's in the right position to get the rebound and put it back up. That's 8 for him on the night. Carlson with the three-pointer, misses everything, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Jaguar basketball. Number 15, Han Sorensen in the game for the Jaguars. 4 minutes running clock here. Shot clock reset to 35. Jaguars get it in. Brady Hansen gets it ahead to Sorensen. Nice little cross-court pass to Miller as he cuts the lane. Puts it in for 2. Nice pass by Sorensen. 69-32. 3:30 left here in the game. Jaguars seem to have a handle on this first victory of the season. Number 2, Ross Larson, also set to come in for the Jaguars as Southeast Valley kind of empties the bench. Carlson, three-pointer left corner, good. Andrew Miller with it. Tipped away by Fetro. Jaguars get it across half court. Sorensen cross court to Hansen, puts it up, no good. Rebound going to be off Bennett Smith, and it's going to stay Jaguar basketball. Bennett Smith and Jace Hansen kind of going back and forth there for the rebound. Off of Bennett Smith, it'll be Southeast Valley basketball. Number 12, Brady Hansen will play it in underneath their own basket. 69-35, the lead for the Jaguars. Andrew Miller drive the lane, hands off to Jace Hansen. Right side, puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Fetro. Heitman with it. Inside the lane to Bennett Smith. Gets it out to Carlson, 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound down to Brady Hansen. Gonna slow it down just a little bit. Corner to Sorensen, three-pointer, no good. Bennett brings it down, hands it off to Carlson. 2 minutes left, 69-35 Jaguars. Southeast Valley will pick up their first win of the season. St. Mary's will fall to 0-5 as they go into the Christmas break. Cavazos with it. They had to get rid of it before a 5-second call. Now to Carlson. Heitman, they're just going to run that offense. Carlson drives in the lane, puts it up, no good, but he's going to get fouled. Jace Hansen, I believe, will pick up number 14. That'll be number 4. Carlson will go to the line for a couple free throws. 14 on the night for Lane Carlson. And St. Mary's will empty their bench as well. First one, back of the rim, front of the rim, no good. Let's see, who all we got coming in here for St. Mary's. I got to get my... Let's see, number 30, Dylan Martin, he's been in. Braden Peterson, number 12. Number 50, Santiago Soria. Get that other gentleman's name there. Second one's up, no good. That is number 40, Ivan Del Vilmer. Rebound down to the Jaguars. Minute 23 left. They throw it in the lane. Tipped away. Stolen away by Martin. He gets it out to Peterson. 30-second timeout called by St. Mary's just to get a substitute in. Number 10, Brett Peterson in. He'll inbounce to Brendan Peterson. Sophomore freshman. They look like brothers. Maybe they are. Who knows? Soria in the corner, gets it out to Peterson. Top of the key to Martin. Tipped away. Going to be over and back called on the Panthers. Turnover to the Jags. 48 seconds left. Continuous clock. 69-35. Jaguars will pick up their first victory of the season. Sorensen with it at the free throw line, drives in, has it blocked by Martin, but the rebound's put up, no good. Hansen with the rebound, no good there. Going to be a foul called, going to go the other way, I believe. That's going to be number 5 on Jace Hansen. I was just going to say that's number 5, but they inbounds the ball. He was going to play with 5 fouls, but the table blew it dead. Tyler Patterson will take his place. 15 seconds left. Panthers will play it in. Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's basketball. Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight. Thanks to Simon running the video. Shot up by the Panthers, no good. Rebound down to the Panthers. Put it up again, no good. And the final, 69-35. The Southeast Valley Jaguars will pick up their first victory of the season. 1-5 into the break. The Panthers will go 0-5 into the Christmas break. We'll step aside for 1 minute. We'll come back. We'll recap the game, and then we'll say goodnight.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
The Panthers fall to 0-5 tonight to the hands of Southeast Valley Jaguars, 69-35, full court pressure, and the Jaguars playing about 12 guys was just too much to handle for tonight. We'll run down some scoring first for the Jaguars, led in scoring by number 3, Andrew Miller off the bench with 14, Eli Johnson with 5, Carl Berglund with 8, Tyler Patterson with 8, Brady Hansen with 6, Jace Hansen with 7, Justin Lasecki with 8, Drew Coral with 3, and big man Nate Scott with 10. Now for your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, Lane Carlson led the way with 14, Bennett Smith with 13, Avery Fetro with 5, and John Heitman hit a 3 to have 3 points. That's the round-out scoring. Southeast Valley picks up the win 69-35. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's basketball. I'm Neil Cruz, and for Simon Fuller on the video, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you next year for more St. Mary's Panthers basketball. Good night, and have a good one.